Episode 9 of Welcome to Samdal Read begins with us back on the coast again. We're in the past and a newcomer arrives on Jeju Island. She's from the mainland and her name is Mija. Just like our Mija. The latter pranks the mainlander with an octopus and she's grilled hard, but ironically, the pair end up becoming the best of friends. Fast forward to 1981 and the pair get themselves dressed up with similar hairstyles. They watch the Korean award shows, with Cho Yeon-pil winning in 1982 and 1983. Fast forward to 1985 and the pair are both pregnant. The best friends end up giving birth to Samdal and Yeon-pil. They both make a promise to be there for each other and decide to be joint mothers. We then arrive at 2002 and both Yeon-pil and Samdal are going to school. Mija and Mija are still best of friends. They head down to the shore together, but despite warnings about the coast, they both decide to go into the water to dive. This happens to be the biggest mistake of their life, as Mija, Yeon-pil's mother, passes away. In the present, Mija is rescued from the water and taken to the hospital. Sancte shows up too and sees her taken away in an ambulance. Memories of the past come flooding back like angry waves. Yeon-pil rings Samdal to check up on her and encourages Samdal to look after herself and that Mija will be absolutely fine. He promises nothing will happen, but Samdal is beside herself with worry and grief. That is only compounded further in the hospital when the sisters learn that Mija has arrhythmia. She takes medicine for it and is seeing Mr. Kim. The thing is, arrhythmia is serious and she really shouldn't be diving with this condition. Yeon-pil knows all about this, and the fact that he's kept it a secret from Samdal causes a rift between them, especially when she asks him about it out in the hallway. Yeon-pil did try to encourage Mija to tell the girls, but she refused, telling him to stay out of this. He kept her wishes, but in reality, Samdal believes he should have broken that promise. After all, she's like a time bomb right now, and diving with that condition is super dangerous. Yeon-pil also brings up the fact that she's been coming and going on Jeju Island, but Samdal is not happy, as he doesn't know the full story, and ultimately walks away. While this is going on, Hyul ends up by the water, scared about losing her grandmother. She likens it to bottlenose dolphins, thanks to Ji-chan showing up. The poor girl starts crying though, remembering back to her grandmother discussing how scared she is of the sea and how being a haenyeo doesn't make her immune to these things. She's lost a lot of loved ones to the water. In the morning, Mija awakens and she starts getting ready to leave. She decides to rest at home, shrugging off her near-death experience. The sisters are all there for her and encourage Mija to take this seriously. She likens it to the others on the island with their medication and tells them all not to make a fuss. Shockingly, it's their dad, Joe Pansik, who gets involved and speaks his mind, encouraging her to stick around for longer. All of them are shocked, but Mija does no such thing and they pack up to go home. Mija is hard-headed and it seems she's going to keep diving. In the midst of this, Sancte heads off to a temple to pay his respects to his wife. He tries to get his anger under control, but you can tell he's really hurting right now. Yeon-pil shows up to drive the girls home. Back there, Samdal contemplates whether to ring Yeon-pil and if she was too hasty or not. In the end, she decides not to. As for Yeon-pil, it turns out he's been keeping an eye on Mija for a long while. He gave her the floral-designed buoy on purpose so she'd stand out in the water and made sure he'd always watch out for her. When Samdal does eventually catch up with Yeon-pil that afternoon, he confirms as much, telling her that my mom is your mom and your mom is my mom. Back home, Sancte confronts his son about the buoy. He's not happy and tells Yeon-pil to pack his stuff up and leave. He resents Mija for what happened to his wife and wants Yeon-pil to feel the same way. The thing is, he doesn't hate her and refuses to blame her for what happened. He refuses to bring himself to feel this, while Sancte's heart keeps breaking thinking about this. As they talk, Sancte is shocked and realizes that Yeon-pil still likes Samdal. Meanwhile, Samdal learns from Unyu and Jayante that Yongpil passed up joining the HQ 8 years back because his heart was destroyed after their breakup. He couldn't bear to go to the mainland and potentially face Samdal there. Jayante also confirms that Yongpil has been looking out for her family all this time. Samdal drowns her sorrows in alcohol and rushes off. When she's on her own, Yongpil shows, and she asks him why he's given everything up for her. Samdal points out that she found it really hard to contact them over in Jeju again because of him. She tried to erase everything about him and forget him, but she keeps wavering because he continues to ask if she's okay and keeps looking out for her. "What are you going to do if I really do lean on you?" she says, before walking off. Yongpil follows, holding her wrist and staring deeply into her beautiful eyes. As they stare at one another, Samdal leans forward and kisses Yongpil. The episode review. Another great episode of Welcome to Samdal Reef finally sheds light on the past and helps us to understand exactly what the connection is to the two families. Not only that, we also see the heartache and drama that Sangtae is going through and understand why his bitterness and resentful attitude, regardless of how destructive it is directed at Mija. This ultimately translates across to Samdal and Yongpil, who are both caught in the middle of this incessant parental drama. The kiss at the end of the chapter is a lovely way of bringing everything full circle and seeing all the emotion brought out. And it was a great kiss too. The subplots, especially that involving Sangdu, are kept on the back burner for now while the drama involving Mija and the family is fleshed out, but judging by the preview for tomorrow's follow-up, it looks like we've got quite the dramatic episode to follow.